Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm working on a scrapbook layout that I titled Vineyard, and I'm working with the digital scrapbooking kit Meet Me in the Meadow by mandabean, which was previously from Sweetshoppe Designs. So I am starting with a 6x6 plain page that will be a double page spread, so it's 6x12, and I'm putting a background kind of layer there that is a floral pattern. So all of these things I have printed. They are a digital scrapbook product. So I prepared the page in Silhouette Studio and then prepared everything for printing, so just spread them out on a piece of paper that I would then be able to print. And then now I'm ready after cutting it, and then I run a cord around the edges to distress the edges a bit, and so then I'm ready to glue things down. And I have to pay attention that I line up the two pages well as I glue down something that goes kind of across the two pages. Obviously it doesn't go across because in the middle of it will be the binding, so the two pages are separated, but when they are put together in the album they will still be appear like one piece. And so to achieve that I have to make sure everything is lined up very well. So then I have these two strips of papers, one on top of the other, so there are two layered strips that go across. With this page, it's not all that important how well it lines up because most things will be covered by photos at this point. And I am leaving a larger gap there between the two the photos on the left side, just so that the pattern paper can play a little bit there. I'm always a little sad when some of the beautiful pattern paper is covered up, and so I try to be mindful of that as I am putting my pages together, that you can still see some of the pretty paper. So here I am now. I think I'm ready that all the things that go in the background have been glued down, so then I can move forward with pieces that go on top. So here I am ready to start with the photos, and as usual I start from an edge, and because the photos will come together in a way in the center of the page, so I'm starting from this center edge there, and then move outward in both directions. Obviously there's only one photo on the right side while there are four photos on the left, so clearly on the right side there isn't so much going on as far as having to line up photos with something. So here I'm now ready to start with the embellishing, and I'm as usual trying to create something with like a create a visual triangle, and I don't really plan out my clusters, my embellishment clusters, and in the silhouette when I plan out the page. The only thing I do there is just, and it takes me usually 5 minutes, the only thing I do there is just the papers, so that I can get them ready for printing. And then a lot of the elements are things that I make myself, because with digital scrapbooking kits, obviously a lot of the elements are comprised of photos, and so I think it doesn't look as well than if you use real embellishment pieces. And some of my favorite embellishment pieces are word strips, and then I like to use other things like stamps and flowers. And one of the fun things about this page is I created those flowers using some dyes, and then watercoloring these flowers just with a light yellow, and then a darker yellow hue in the center, so for the stamen part of it. And then there is also a tutorial out on how I create flowers like that. It's super easy, doesn't require any sort of artsy skills at all, but the flowers I think turn out really, really nicely. Then the title I've already put down there, and I just stamped it on a piece of cardstock, just craft cardstock, and then kept it as the strip there, and added that to the page right there. And then there is also some journaling. I have added a lot more journaling to my other pages in the pages that I created in the past, but just hadn't added the journaling yet. So I'm trying to keep it with strips of little strips of where I use a kind of a typewriter style font for it to get this effect. And because my page is small, I think the font size is no larger than 10, maybe 9 points. So I keep things small on my pages because I'm scrapping on a small scale. And then here I am ready to add this other cluster there. Now I like to keep things on a small scale because that way I don't need to find so much storage space to store all my albums and all that. So, and then all I need to do is just add a few more word strips that I have in my stash. I create these word strips by myself. I share them as freebie on my blog. So every couple of weeks there will be another. There have been in the last several months. There have been all these word strips that I have been sharing. This one, probably these ones come from a summer word strip collection. So I have different topics, different themes. I also have scrapbook title ideas that you can find on my blog, hundreds of them. So if you are interested, you can check out mistyhilltops.com to get more inspiration there. So here's a little paper button that I use with my dies to cut out. And then I have these little flowers, but then I decided, no, I don't need to add anything else to the page. So here's my finished work, and I'm going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.